Okay, maybe I'm streaming now. Am I? I think I'm streaming on YouTube. Excellent. This whole streaming thing on YouTube it's difficult, I will say. Trying to get it figured out, but I got it figured out. So today, vibe coding web app is what I'm up to here today. Yeah, it looks good. Got to start my TikTok stream too. Go live. POV, no, not that. We are doing vibe coding a web app today on Friday night. Go live. There we go. Now I am finally in. I got the chats up. We are live streaming. Let's do this. Alrighty. I'm just going to start working. Time to go ahead. Get it done. Time to vibe code this. I had a big man, I forgot to put in my full prompt and copy this. Try to lower my background music. Can y'all hear me okay? All right, here's what we're doing. When a matter is opened, what did I have to do? I need it to look a little bit more. I want it to look more like a page that is open, similar to an open Asana task. Because right now, when I have this legal matter open, it's not clear that it's a actual matter. Oh, I sent it in too quick. It's a problem with doing audio to prompt for my vibe coding. Sometimes I end up pressing enter too quickly. For those of you who don't know, I'm using Lovable to do all this vibe coding. I think it's the best. I've already launched a few different tools and software with Lovable here, and it's fantastic. So right now I'm building out an actual legal software for an actual client. And this is really going to just like automate their entire process for this business. So this is huge. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Plugin expected. Okay, press escape. Okay. And the other thing that I need to do is pull up my requirements document. Figure what we got to build here today. Let me know in the chat if you've ever tried Lovable or what you're doing right now with, if you are a vibe coder as well. Let me know. Software build. And I've got my requirements here. Got to pull this up. Sometimes I hate this like Lovable. Sometimes I hate like Google Gemini when it's like always popping up like asking, do you want a summary of this folder? When I'm like trying to navigate through my Google Drive, it's like, ugh, just stop annoying me. Okay, timing function. That's what I need, a timing function now. Hello, Charles. Hello, Purple Pine, Mama, Pierre-Luc. Nice to see you guys. What's everybody up to this Friday afternoon? When a matter. Okay, so supposedly now the matter opens as a slide over panel from the right side, like Asana task, instead of replacing the entire page. Well, I do want to replace the entire page. Let's refresh. Take a look at it again. Refresh. Got to finish drinking my tea too. Hello, Asma, Tanner, Jim. wandering the world, Leanne. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Active matter. Okay, so it opens as a side panel. I like that, actually. That's good. I like this. For those of you who can't see it, that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Covering full width 809, full width on mobile. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's fine. So when a matter is opened, I'm just going to use audio. Before I use my audio, if you guys are vibe coding and you're not, and you're typing everything out for your prompts, that's so slow. Just go dictate. And then you can start talking like I'm going to do now. A new tab where it is a timer. It tracks time. So when a staff opens this tab, there will be a big timer and a full log of how much time and who started the timer and what the work was that was completed, period. The purpose of this is for lawyers and staff to start a timer, work on the client task, and then stop the timer and be able to put in a description. On top of that, there should be a second type of time, which is any time that someone is editing anywhere inside an open matter, there should be a time log for that work, period. The type should be automated time tracking, and the second type should be manual time tracking. All right, let's see what this does and builds for us. Hello, Britt. Hello, that god, Josh. Scarface, Mad Max, Debbie. Katasuka. Yeah. Daniel, dictation's so much faster. It's crazy. As soon as you start to like dictate, your life is going to change. I have like an actual mechanical keyboard too, which I love. It's like super clickety clackety, but nothing feels better than just getting it out. All right. By the way, I've already set things to auto approve with modifying my database. And if you guys don't know anything about vibe coding, a lot of people, most people, I would argue, are like building vibe coding apps like within ChatGPT or within like Claude and other AI platforms. But the problem is you can't get it out of those, ChatGPT. Like the app just stays inside ChatGPT. So you can't launch it to clients or launch it to customers or launch it to be your own internal team tool that you guys want to use. So this is why I love Lovable, which is what I'm using right here. Lovable actually uses a few different LLM models like Claude. It also uses, what's the other model it uses? Oh, it's escaping me now. But yeah, they use a few different LLM models. And I find Lovable is just friggin' fantastic. The big shift that Lovable just made in like November, I think it was November, is they added all of the back-end infrastructure with GCP, with Google Cloud. So that way you can actually launch and publish your software that you build. So you can like get it out of the AI and get it like onto your website or onto like a subdomain. And that's what I've published for some of our internal tools. And so that's like a huge breakthrough. I've talked to actual developers who like I used to work in the computer development space, and this is like their main thing where they're like, yeah, vibe coding is cool, but you can't like bring it out of ChatGPT. You can't do anything other than just store it on your local computer. That all changed just like mere months ago, and nobody knows about it. And it's friggin' mind blowing. I've already saved thousands of dollars by replacing like subscriptions that I used to pay for with my business. I just built the tool itself and then cancel my subscription, and it works, and it's friggin' awesome. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. Time tracking is launched. So let's take a look at this. Take a look at this time tracking feature here. I don't really like this thing. You can see it's like it's cut off here, but I don't like that. What it actually looks like. Is this working? No. How do I drag it back? Where's my chat? Oh, I think I can do this. Okay, when a legal matter is opened, I do not want this 50% pop-up side from the right thing, period. I do want the legal matter to take over the full page except for the left sidebar, period. However, there should be a border with it and some rounded edges and maybe a shadow or something just to denote that this is an open matter, just so it looks different than the usual dashboard and pages within this web app. Zephine, let's see what that looks like now. And then we will, once it updates that, I'm going to test out this time tracking feature. And by the way, I know I've been on other live streams where people are like just making products because they like it. I do like it as well, but I'm actually making this product. It's actually a launch product that someone wants and is going to like actually use, and it's going to dramatically change their business. So it's actually going to be used. It's not like just like, hey, I'm doing this for fun. Okay. There it is. Okay, so that's a little better. So you guys can see now, I do have this like slight border right around here. It's nice. It's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna stress about it too much. The design part is like minimal, but we want to try this feature out here, the time tracker. Time tracker feature, cool. All manual auto, cool. I love that time log. Total time, manual time, automated time, awesome. Adding the time figure, which I'm working on. I'm emailing the client back and forth. I've also taught, I didn't teach. Well, they learned from my YouTube videos, but I was hiking with somebody. I forget what her name was, but she actually said she was like watching some of your videos on vibe coding. She replaced Salesforce. They were spending thousands of dollars a month on Salesforce, and she said like they didn't really use it to all its purpose. And so she was like, I'm just going to build a free version using Lovable and vibe coding it. And she did it. And she's been off to the races ever since. It's a super cool story to hear. Yeah, so cool. That's great. And then there should be an edit feature on this. On all time logs, manual entry time logs, they should be editable after they are logged. Oops, not locked, logged. I hope they understand. Sometimes the downside to doing dictation all the time is they don't get it, my words right. Okay. a little bit. TikTok Live Fest. Editing, and then what's my next one? Timing function works pretty good here. Next is upload documents that have an automated naming convention. Okay. Okay, done. Perfect. And now I can edit this time log right here. You can't see it on the TikTok live stream, but there's a little pencil icon over on the right hand side now. So I can edit the time, hours, minutes, description. Perfect. On to the next one. Oh, what was that? I got it over here in my requirements doc. Timing function completed. Tasks have automatic remind. Okay, I got it. So in the dashboard, actually what I need is on the dashboard and the My Matters pages, I want a new section that is for and there should be a time period selector, but the default should be 30 plus days. The other options should be 60 plus days, 90 plus days. So this, and I might need to specify what goes in here. So the matters that get put into this are matters that have not had activity for that given time period. There should also be at the top of these sections a notification icon where you can click it, and that notification icon sets an email reminder to the lawyer, assigned lawyer to the matter. The matters are all stored in this additional section until there is activity in it, when they are then no longer included. A big thing too with vibe coding that a lot of people get wrong is that you're not prompting good enough. And I used to work in the software development space. I treat vibe coding as if I'm working with like a junior developer, basically. You need to be so specific. You need to think about really what are the intended consequences you're having. So this is where we're doing next here. Matters with no activity. Perfect. Upload documents that have an automated naming convention. Yeah, I gotta get into the building these matters here. Okay, you build that. Let's start playing around here a little bit. Upcoming deadlines, active matters. Okay, my matters. Well, assigned matters. On the My Matters page, the assigned matters section should not be cards. It should be in a table format. And this section should come before changed my mind on that. It should be in table format. In my task, yeah, that's fine. And then on the My Matters page, I want a design change. I want the headings to be included in the white boxes for each section instead of the headings being on the very light gray background. Except for the search bar and the title of title. Okay, so let's see if this is ready here. I would be really scared if I was like a junior developer right now. I've talked to a few junior developers who have dropped out of college because they see the writing on the wall, which is kind of scary for them. I think it's an amazing tool, though, for us to all have access to. Apply. Okay. Add automate. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard and let's check this out. Matter with no activities. Where's my notification? It's not there. Add notify for. Where is it? Done. I've added notification button, a bell icon, compact view at the top of matters with no activity. No, you didn't. Where is it? Let me refresh. Always try refreshing first. No, you didn't. AI, you did not. Or is this the bell icon they're talking about? Nope. Edge function send inactivity reminder emails to the lawyer. Maybe it's on the My Matters page. Nope, not in here either. Okay, I gotta cut this prompt out where I don't see this icon and notifications anywhere. Do your job, AI. Do your job. One thing at a time with AI. Can't give it too much. It's smart, but it needs clear steps and can only do one thing at a time. I see the issue. Your matters have only been... Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to say this. Okay. Create 5 matters that have fake matters that are older than 30 days with no activity and assigned to me. Just so I can see and test. Done. Okay, good. Let's refresh. Matters with no activity. Excellent. Okay. But send reminders. Send reminders to all assigned lawyers. Interesting. Need to go in chat mode for a second. Is my account using some sort of admin permissions? Question mark. And is it not what the staff user would see? Question mark. And then on top of that, let me check your accounts roles and how that, okay. Enters Amazon. Role admin internal. What other roles are there? Did admin see something different than staff currently? No. Okay. Understood. Chat over. Back to build. Okay. The send reminders icon that you just created for matters with no activity, it should be not a send reminders. It should be just the bell icon, period. When clicked, it opens a section that allows you to see. Actually, it should open something else. It should open the settings for email reminders for matters with no activity. The default email reminders for matters with no activity should be set turned on. The way this function should work is that automatically, when a matter has had no activity after the set time period, set in the matters with no activity section, that automatically sends an email reminder to the lawyer who is assigned to the matter. In this case, this is always the user's account who is logged in. And by default, it will always be 30 plus days, and the reminder email notifications by default are set on. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to the AI. Brr, it's getting cold. I need to put on my sweater. You see my toddler came in and knocked over all my books. Fun times being a dad. Okay. Are you done building here? Hello, Rick. Alrighty. Okay, so it's still building the edge function here. On the My Matters page, the matters with no activity should be in a table format and paginated. Paginated if more than 20 matters. Also, the title, give it one thing at a time. So one thing I've really noticed with AI is that you really just gotta like have it do one task at a time. Lovable is really great for building the entire thing pretty quickly right off the bat. But then as soon as you dive into it, you realize that the features are not really working. And so then you have to like go through each feature, which is what I'm doing now. And then each feature is how you actually like build on each feature, make sure it's working properly. And that way it can actually function the way it intends. But if you can't really just say like, you know, you can't give it general feedback and you can't really, errors, show logs, try to fix. Yeah, you can't give it general feedback and you have to like just work on one feature at a time. I find anytime I'm trying to work on like multiple features, it just gets like super confused. So my prompts basically need to be really detailed just on one feature before you continue on with the next part. Hopefully it's going to try to resolve these errors by itself because I just got a white screen. Hello, JM. Hello, Rick again. Back. I wonder on my YouTube. On YouTube Live, I don't see who like joins. I wonder how I can turn that on. Oh, because I'm on top chat. I need to do live chat. Show participants? No. There we go. Oh, interesting. I think I know where that goes. Okay, try to fix this error. Rick, in and out, in and out. Where are you coming from, Rick? Where are you tuning in from? Hello, Al. I'll call you Al. All right. Errors resolved. White screen, no more. I'm back. The file is correct. Okay, perfect. On the matters page, matters with no activity. How can I make this chat more like this, my actual chat with AI bigger? Doesn't make sense. Should be able to make it bigger. On the matters page, the matters no activity should be in table format and paginated more than 20 matters. Okay, get that fix in. Then I'll start working on my next one. On the My Matters page, the My Tasks title I want to change the design and feel of this page. I want the titles of each section to be inside the white box, period. And then each section should be in table format. For example, tasks should be in the white section, and then you should see all of the initial consults and all the steps in table format below that. Okay. Matters no activity. Much better. Much better. Got this in table format here. Perfect. Next change. Sounds like my toddler's up, so my live stream might be ending soon, but what is my full stack? I'm using Lovable, which uses GCP, and it's a React web app. But if you don't know tech, it doesn't matter. You can just use Lovable, and you can build and deploy right off of Lovable. But that's the tech stack that Lovable uses. Have you used Lovable before, Al? What's your tech stack? Now redesign this. Okay. And the back end is Google Cloud, GCP. But the back end infrastructure is all done by Lovable. So what you see on my screen here, this is all that you need. I can actually show you like the back end stuff. You can click cloud, you can go into the database, you can go into the edge functions, all the code, you can go into the design, you can go into the actual code of the app as well. So you can actually like make any of these changes yourself. If you are a dev, you can even go into like security as well. So they really have everything built out. It's built for web apps. It's kind of weird because Lovable is like advertising themselves as like build a website basically with us, but they're a React web app. And so like you can, I think their marketing is horrible, to be honest. I think their Lovable's marketing should be actually saying, hey, come build SaaS products on Lovable, because that's what it's like built to do. But I mean, they're just not good at marketing, and that's okay. Oh, this is perfect. This is much better design here. I like that. What the heck? Why is Manage with No Activity still in like not in it? Okay. How can you trust them? Well, one, you can see you set everything up yourself. So Lovable will walk you through how to set up like all your back-end infrastructure and everything like that. But I mean, how can you trust anything? And then also, how do I trust Lovable? It always comes from a business point of view first, right? So this particular app I'm building, we're building it first and foremost as an internal app. So I don't really care too much about security. I do a little bit. But in terms of like an internal app, I don't really care about it. I just want to get the app out there. I want to get my team using it. I want to get the efficiencies right off the bat, because that's going to make a huge difference in my business or in any business. But with like the actual like IT and development stuff, if this is going to be, and this particular app I'm building now, I do want it to be client facing at some point. So I'm building out the legal practice management software. We want to have client portals, so that way clients of the law firm can actually log in, see their legal matter, see what sort of action items they have. But before I do that, I'm bringing in senior developers that I used to work with, just to make sure that we're all like compliant and actually built properly and all our security is up to snuff. So before we actually like launch to clients and paying customers, that's a whole other ball game a little bit. But you can actually, I have done, I haven't published it yet on my site, but I did build an app that and connect it with Stripe. And so I actually am going to launch a SaaS Stripe platform, no code, no developers. I'm going to have it paid too. So I'm actually going to launch that here probably next week. So that's super exciting. So I might have some learnings from that. Okay, so here we are back on the My Matters page. The Matters with No Activity text and headline is still on the background, period. I want it within the white box for that section. Okay, this is all good. Hello. Okay, I'm coming. I'm gone. Bye, everybody. And live.